Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. This is Aisha Sadiq, lecturer, Department of English, ISP, Multan. Today I am here again with another exciting episode of Lingua Literaria. Dear audience, in Holy Quran, Allah Pak says that Allah Mahul Bayan and has taught him articulate speech. Speech is the faculty that distinguishes human being from all other creatures, and behind the speech there are the faculties of reasoning and intellect. At another place in Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Rum, Allah Pak says that verily there are the signs behind the creation of earth and heaven and the diversity of your languages and tongue. So basically language is a wonderful divine gift. Computers too have languages. They are linguistically competent, and in today's episode we are going to discuss another branch of linguistics, that is computational linguistics, which combines the knowledge of linguistics with computers and technology. So we are going to discuss the frontiers where linguistic knowledge meet with technology and linguistic analysis. And for this discussion in studio I have a guest from Department of English, Dr. Taimoor Gurmani. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me.
Thank you. He is well versed and specialized in the field of computational linguistics. Once again, welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, so basically, as I have announced the topic of today's discussion, that is computational linguistics. So my first question from you is that how you would interpret and how you would define that what is computational linguistics?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, when we say the only linguistics, first of all, we should define linguistics. The scientific study of language, usually many interpreter and the protagonists, they say that this is linguistics. But when we club linguistics, some specific softwares, like there are many AI softwares like Bard, ChatGPT, and even when we analyze language using those softwares that are embedded in computer science, IT and AI, then we say it computational linguistics as we analyze things based on the different patterns with the help of softwares. Actually, that's computational linguistics. And again, sorry, there's a misconception that people usually say that computational linguistics is like using some softwares. That is not computational linguistics. Like first in early 2000, there was a subject in the linguistics, we usually call it CALL, computer assisted language learning.
Exactly.
Then with the passage of time, when the mobiles and different Web 3.0 devices came on the field of different universities and research areas, it became MAL, mobile assisted language learning. Then iPads and different terms that the linguists use, like learning on move. All those things are not computational linguistics. They are linguistics, but they some sort seek help from different gadgets. They are technological gadgets from different types, like mobile phones, tabs, computer, and then so we say they work and they perform the function of a platform for linguistics. But when we specify computational linguistics, we use and craft a software for our needs. Then we apply that software for analyzing some specific area of linguistics.
You mean to say that computer software interpret that languages?
Languages, exactly. Then we say when a specific software interprets a language or a text, some text, like there's a very strong and powerful tool, we call it text inspector. This was crafted by Cambridge University. So when you administer the data on text inspector, it gives you the analysis from parts of speech and uses hundreds and thousands of metrics to analyze the data. Actually, that is computational linguistics.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Okay. And interestingly, the terms that you have used, call and mall.
Yes.
Actually, many of the students from ISP have done their MPhil researches in these areas. Okay, moving to the next question, I would like to ask, how do you see the synergy between computational linguistics and computer science and how they impact the future of technology. Well, what's the merger? What is the intersection of linguistics and computer science?
Okay, well, thank you for the other question. Actually, the relationship between computational linguistics and computer science, that's vice versa.
Okay.
It's not only that only computational linguistics is benefiting from computer science, but computer science is also benefiting from computational linguistics through different models to improve its performance. I will share some examples like if you use computational linguistics. So previously there were many statistical software that used to analyze some specific text. So I'm quoting the example to just make things clarify.
Okay.
Like there was a software, it is from the New Zealand University. This is range software.
Okay.
This software was made by Prof. Paul Nation. Actually, this software predicts, so if you run or administer a data on this software, it co-links the vocabulary items with the British National Corpus.
Okay.
Whatever was at that time.
At that time.
At that time.
Okay.
Okay. But now, when computational linguistics overtook this field of specific vocabulary, same went with the text inspector and same went with the Gale lab of Japanese software.
Okay.
Gale. So now if we see at this stage, computational linguistics got benefit from the computer science, and on the other hand, large language models that are being used by the computer sciences. So when the language models and different softwares are trained on the big data like ChatGPT, it's 4, and there is a Bard,
Okay.
we usually call it Gemini of Google, and there is another language model that is BERT. So if this model is trained on a big data, the computer science gets benefit in a sense either it is going to predict as it was supposed to predict. Example is like if you write on Google Translate or something that I will do this, I will do that. At this stage, Google Translation cannot identify the gender of the writer.
Okay.
So this is where the computational linguistics will benefit the computer science because they will improve their performance based on the trained data that will be provided to them. This is like a vice versa process, and again in future where the researchers used to different softwares like statistics software. It's my prediction, but I'm not still sure, but they will one day at the speed they are improving, that different AI software tools will analyze their data based on those software that they had to learn about how to run those software on a specific data. This will be done by AI in future.
Okay.
This is the futuristic approach of the AI combination with the computational linguistics.
Do you think that many of our students still, being their teacher and being lecturer in classroom, I find that they compile their assignments and even their exams question from using AI. So what do you think that, how do you see that phenomena? It's in good or it's bad?
So actually this is both opportunities are there, challenges also over there. Challenges in the sense as a teacher that we will have to brush ourselves
Exactly.
to compete these all things. And when there are many researchers that I saw many researchers from my parent university where I got from PhD from UTHM Malaysia, that they were doing their PhDs in these AI's areas. They were developing themselves. And one thing that I perceived from those researchers, teachers, and even students, they say that these gadgets, they don't get tired like teachers. You keep on asking, you keep on asking, you keep on asking. They don't get tired and they don't get mad on us.
But these tools cannot actually replace the human intelligence.
Yeah.
And I think that being a teacher, and not this time I am your host, that now it's the duty of the teacher also that they should be competent enough to use the AI technology so can meet the challenges and the standards, because our students And I have witnessed that our students are using these tools, these softwares. Okay, moving towards the next question, sir. What do you see that, how do you see the challenges arise when combining linguistics and computer programming?
Okay, thank you. Actually, challenges are not only for linguistics or computational linguistics. Challenges are also for the computer science
also.
in a sense that at the stage the program that have been trained on some specific large language model, either it is natural language processing or LLD models, whatever so they are, actually till now they are not trained on the cultural biasness, gender biasness, religious biasness, idiomatic expression, the sarcasm in the language and in the speech. They are not trained on those things. So but I have myself observed, like you said, that my expertise in the CFR somehow, they have developed that software, and when you run some data, actually first it accepts two types of data. That's one is written, either it is read for reading, but it produces data that is based on speaking, but it does not listen yet.
Okay.
That's another challenge, because you can measure the proficiency of a student or a bunch of students based on either it's their written academics, something, either it's for reading, but for speaking and listening, they don't have given such sorts of features yet. First, this is challenge for them. And again, to some extent, they have, you can say, that segregated such words like nigger. These are these sorts of words, that they are the biased words in the language.
Exactly.
And even they provide the filter that do you want to filter such sort of words that are biased, regional biased, culturally biased words. But yet, regarding idiom and cultural expressions, this is far from the target they have to meet.
Okay. It's a time to have a break, and before break we have discussed about the scope of the role of computational linguistics, its intersection with computer science. We have talked about the importance of artificial intelligence, and we have discussed some softwares like LLD models. Take a break.
Institute of Southern Punjab Multan, the largest and pioneer degree awarding institute in South Punjab region.
Welcome back, audience. We were discussing computational linguistics and intersection with computer science and AI, and we have guest Dr. Taimoor Gurmani with us. After breaks, I would like to ask you, how has the integration of NLP, natural language processing techniques, influenced advancement in the field of linguistics?
Thank you. Ma'am, as I told you previously that I mentioned a software text inspector.
Exactly.
If you have some written data and you administer this data on text inspector, because this is based on NLP, and NLP has further, I am not expert, but a little bit I know about these things.
I would interrupt you, that kindly elaborate what is NLP for our audience.
Okay, NLP is like natural language processing, where the data is processed and trained to analyze different textual analysis.
I can interpret it that this is the human language, and how do we speak, we read, we
analysis
write.
Of human language, recognition of human language, and even production of human language. Speech recognition, like text to speech analysis, speech to text analysis, and then it has further nodes like supervised and unsupervised. These are things. When we say the supervised learning in NLP, like text inspector, if you run on the data, and like in Pakistan we still don't have that facility, because first of all it's paid for some specific amount time like that.
Okay.
So if you run a data on text inspector, it can replace the rubrics of teacher. Like, so it gives you the grade, and grade is based on the flash reading ease score, flash Kincaid grade, gunning fog index model, and what is the European framework proficiency level from A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, and even it analyzes all the data with the IELTS score bands. So this student is currently, according to this script, on this band of the IELTS. Again, it provides you the different ratio of at lexical level, the token and the type ratio. Either these words are from British National Corpus, either contemporary American corpus, and either these are from the academic word list of the Cox set, and from the 14,000 words that are based on the nation's word list. And in linguistics, further in the pragmatics and in discourse, it even identifies either the attitude markers were used in the text, emphatic markers were used in the text. So it has own metrics to analyze the text. This is the NLP that's performed the function on some specific text. Further, the researchers and the students or teachers, if they excel in learning some NLP or AI tools, they can craft any software according to their needs to run on the data they want to analyze.
Okay.
So this is the integration between linguistics and
computer science. And in computer science, the students and the researchers, they develop algorithm for programming.
Yeah, algorithm programming is
and now it's working on the evolving field of natural language,
language
processing. Okay. Sir, how do you envision the role of AI in evolving within the realm of linguistic research?
A few days back, I was just reading news. There some government from the Kerala in India, they have introduced a robot like surrogate robot that was teaching in the classroom.
Exactly, India was a title that in India, Sari Dawn first AI structured robot was teaching to students.
Teaching to the students, and it has the capacity to understand and offer some complicated questions of different complexity. So what I see, the time has to come when at some specific stage they will overcome the human fields. But since we have experience from the past, you cannot replace humans 100%. As we said, already mentioned in this discussion, that there are some specific challenges for computer sciences as well.
But human beings have been excelled. Literally, when I was thinking about this program, it suddenly came in my mind the words "Chule na bandagi kahin daman khudai ka." Matlab, the same is case that we human beings are trying to touch that horizon.
Humans are trying to create like humans to replace humans.
And this world was created by Allah Almighty for the human beings, and we are replacing human beings from each and every field, from teaching, from engineering, from sciences, from agriculture, astronomy, and each and everything. And literally it came in my mind, then what's the purpose of our existence? It will sometime it will lead to some existential crisis.
But actually we are not talking against the robots and all these things. We will have to.
But they are the hazards.
They are definitely. The owner of Tesla, he mentioned it, that they are more dangerous than nukes. He already mentioned it. But we have to work with them. We will have to work with them. The stage will come, the time will come when we will have to work with them. But you, as a human, we will have to excel to control all these things and find some other fields for ourselves as well.
Great. But it's still, then once again, Aruj Aadam-e Khaki, this mushte khak or ye mushte khak kahan khak mein samai hai. Okay. Rapid technology, we have replaced human from everywhere. Sir, my last question from you is that what career advice would you like to give to our students, and what are the career scopes for them in the both fields, computational linguistics and computer science?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Actually, our students will have to learn these CS-based softwares like Python,
Okay.
that they will help to analyze their data and all other things. It's a multifaceted. It's not like Python is not only for some specific fields. They can use it in many areas, from linguistics to other different can say parameters of research. So this is only because the traditional and other things they are going on yet now, they will obsolete one day.
Okay.
So they will have to learn all these things, and they will have to learn and use and manipulate these things for their research in future.
Okay, one more thing, that is there any scope in of computational linguistics in Pakistan?
Regarding scope,
Or it's a new
no
trend?
university, I think they have not started any computational program, but they can club computational linguistic with some other, like MPhil English or PhD English, they can start it.
Okay.
But if you see the Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, speech recognition, the typing text prediction, they all are AI and based on large language models.
Exactly.
So they can be.
So there is the vast scope, and we can say that the coming time is for them, if they are well
The
trained.
universities has, like the university in Malaysia, its name is Multimedia University.
Okay.
They have started this program.
Okay.
So in Pakistan, if universities opt for it, it's a good job then.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you for your contribution to this program.
Thank you.
Dear audience, this is a time to say goodbye to you. In this episode, we have discussed the importance of computational linguistics, its intersection with computer science and AI. Sir Taimoor has told us about various softwares, various search engines and apps. We have discussed about CALL, MALL, LLD. We have talked about natural language processing, text inspector, Flash, Kincaid, Gale, range. We have discussed about the humanistic approach of AI, and definitely there is a scope, there is a vast scope for the students of linguistics who wanted to further excel in this field. Thank you.